If you're buying a used car imported from Japan, one thing that can make a big difference is the service history. A lot of buyers see service history and think that means the car is automatically good. That is not true. But ignoring service history is also a mistake, because a proper Japanese service history can give you useful clues about how the car was maintained, how believable the mileage is, and how much risk you are taking as a buyer. And once you understand that, you can use it to negotiate smarter. So in this video, I'll explain what Japan service history actually is, what it proves, what it does not prove, and how to use it when discussing price. Let's start with the basics. When people say Japan service history, they usually mean the maintenance records that followed the car while it was in Japan. This can include a maintenance booklet, dealer service stamps, dates, mileage records, inspection notes, and sometimes details of work that was carried out. On many Japanese cars, this history may be recorded in a maintenance book or service note that stays with the vehicle. But here is the important part. The paper itself is not what matters most. What matters is the pattern inside it. A service history is useful because it can help show whether the car was looked after over time. For example, if you see regular entries, logical dates, and mileage that increases steadily, that is a good sign. It suggests the car was being maintained instead of ignored. It also makes the odometer reading more believable because the mileage has a history behind it. That does not mean it proves everything, but it gives you more confidence. And confidence matters when you are spending your money. Now let's be clear about what service history can actually prove. First, it can show a pattern of maintenance. If the car was serviced regularly, that tells you the previous owner may have followed scheduled care instead of waiting for problems. Second, it can support the claimed mileage. If the mileage in the records rises in a natural way over time, that makes the current odometer reading easier to trust. Third, it can show whether basic upkeep was likely done on time. Things like routine servicing, inspections, and general care become more believable when the records are consistent. But now let's talk about what service history does not prove. It does not prove the car is perfect. It does not prove the engine has no issues today. It does not prove the suspension is quiet. It does not prove the air conditioning is strong. And it does not replace a proper inspection. This is where many buyers get it wrong. They see a service book and relax too much. But smart buyers know that service history is supporting evidence, not a guarantee. You still need to check the actual condition of the car. You still need to look at the tires, the brakes, the interior wear, the underbody, warning lights, leaks, and how the car behaves overall. Now let me give you a simple example. Let's say you are comparing two Toyota Aqua cars. Both look similar in photos. Both have similar mileage. Both are priced close to each other. But car A comes with clear service history. It has multiple entries, consistent dates, and mileage that rises logically. Car B has little or no service history. Maybe the booklet is missing or the records are incomplete. Now, does that automatically mean car A is the better car? Not always. But it does mean car A gives you more proof, and more proof means less uncertainty. Car B may still be fine, but as a buyer, you are taking a bigger gamble because there is less documented evidence behind it. And this is exactly where negotiation becomes easier. Because when you negotiate, you're not just negotiating the car, you are negotiating the level of risk. If a seller has strong service records, their asking price is easier to defend. They have supporting evidence. But if the service history is missing, patchy, or inconsistent, then you have a very reasonable basis to negotiate. Not because you are attacking the seller, but because you are accounting for uncertainty. The smart way to say it is simple. You can say, there is not enough documented history here for me to fully treat this as a lower risk car. That means I need to leave room in my budget for unknown maintenance. That is a much stronger position than simply asking for a discount with no reason. You are using logic. And that is what makes your negotiation stronger. One more important point. Always compare the paperwork with the actual wear on the car. If the service history looks clean, but the steering wheel is heavily worn, the pedals look tired, and the interior condition does not match the claimed mileage, then something does not add up. The best cars tell one consistent story. The paperwork, mileage, condition, and wear should all support each other. So here is the big takeaway. Japan's service history is valuable because it helps reduce guesswork. It can show maintenance patterns, it can support mileage logic, and it can help you judge how much confidence you should have in the car. But it is not a magic guarantee. It is one part of the bigger picture. And when the history is weak or missing, that gives you a better reason to negotiate the price. At the end of the day, smart buyers do not buy based on photos alone. They buy based on evidence. And that is why service history matters. If you're looking for imported cars in Zambia and want a clearer, more transparent buying process, visit Carbarn Zambia at www.carbarn.co.zm. If this video helped you, like, subscribe, and comment below. Would you pay more for a car with proper service history, or would you negotiate harder if the records were missing? See you in the next one.